Hey guys, welcome to day 2 of our journal class and how we use our journals, that kind of thing. I wanted to start today by showing you just an example of some of the stuff that came out of my journal, and then some other things that you can use for your journals to kind of put your personal touch on it. So for example, this tag, it was in there as my blessings, but when I go to use it, I'll probably, add some tape or do something to make it look a little different than it came in the box. In the book, but mainly just different pieces of paper that you can use in different ways in your journals. These here are some vintage. It was from my garland, so they were a vintage garland from like the 1930s, 1940s. And then we've got some other papers. Again, these are some of the things that come in your kit or your book. I've got some old vintage keys. These are actually 7 Gypsy keys that I thought might be a cute touch. There's a magnetic bookmarker that you can use. This one's Jolie's, the scrapbooking department. So Jolie's is the candy canes, and this are cement holly leaves that came from Martha Stewart, I think. But basically, I have this box of stuff that I'm working out of, whether it's, something that I bought like Jolie's or something cut out of the Michaels magazine like this wreath. I've usually got a good mixture of different things that I can pull from to use in my book. And I wanted you to kind of see that. These are just some ribbons that were taken off some presents last year that I saved for this year. So, that nothing, you don't have to spend a fortune in order to make a nice journal for yourself. Here we've got some recipe cards. They came out of the dollar section, I think, at Michael's. Again, some more of that scrapbooking, leftover stuff. Some flowers from Prisma. I don't know if I'll use everything, but they're definitely things that I'll be adding. And then this is actually a vintage postcard. This one came to one of my family members, but you can pick these up anywhere at secondhand shops, just about anywhere. And they make a nice little touch. And then you just cover the back with paper if you don't want to save it, or you can just add it to one of the pockets, just as something to remind you of the past, and where all we came from. We've got things like this, and we have tags for Christmas gifts like this. So basically, I have this container. So here's my container, and this is just all the stuff that I've collected to put into my books. And then this is just like my card list and stuff, which was one of the things I wanted to organize into this new binder, into my new book, because it's the first time I've had the Christmas book to use. I think I've used it like once maybe or twice. And so I want to really just kind of focus it all being into one, and then try to get a couple years out of it if I can. But I wanted to give you some ideas of where you can find things. We've got washi tapes that you can use, that you can buy these at Michael's. If you buy them after the season, they're usually 80% off. Just different washi tapes and things like that. So I just wanted to give you an idea of what I was using on my pages instead of just different pages. And I did go back and cut some more things out of that Michael's sale pamphlet, and I'll probably use some more of that before the class is over. But basically just some new ways and different ways to prep for the holidays. So I did want to get back to showing you the page that we started yesterday and show you kind of how it finished up so far. So like I said, each year we do 25 down, or an Advent countdown for my kids for Christmas. So this is going to be one of their page, and the way I keep it private in case they're using my book or whatever is it's in a door so that's hidden and they're not likely to look behind it. Again, that's that deer that we cut out, and I used some markers. I don't know if you can see the gold glitter on the deer. It seems like I can get it to reflect every once in a while. I used Jane Davenport's new mixed media markers. These are her new markers that just actually came out October 20th, I think is when they hit the market. And these are just 2 I was using to add just that little extra sparkle to the page. It keeps you kind of festive. So then what I'll do now is go back and write the name at the top of the page and go ahead and start listing what I'm doing for their advents. But in case you didn't quite understand what was happening yesterday, I do have one more child, so I'm going to do one more page. This one, again, is written on already. I've already stamped on my back. I used the Distressed Ink by Tim Holtz, and then just a random cardboard box with lines on it to put my lines on there. So we're going to go ahead and just tape this one in and add a few things to decorate it. Let's see if I can find the tape we used yesterday. And then in the next video, we will start actually doing some different pages. I don't think I'm going to talk in all my videos. I think it'll be just more of a, this is what I do each day. And you can watch along, watch and follow along. Or, you know, not, it's up to you. If there's any questions or if anybody would like to know anything specific about our books, I guess I can also show you my book, which would be nice. Now, this one is not up for sale in Etsy right now, but as you've seen the front of it, it's this. And then this is my book board that came with the book, which will be in our 2018 books. And what you do with that is you slide it behind when you go to write on a page, and it makes it smooth. So you don't have to worry about whatever bumps and textures you have on the next page, because that board helps really keep it nice and flat. So let's go back to sticking this down. So you're going to line it up right there on down the side, and then just fold your tape over and push it down. It's not overly sticky tape, so if it comes up, you'll just need to add a little Elmer's glue behind it to kind of give it a little extra support. And then we're going to go ahead and just trim this up a little. And then we'll go to the inside. And I'm just going to put another piece on the inside, just, again, for that extra support, so that it works when I need it to. You know, to keep track of all my upcoming things. And sometimes I use my journal just literally for journaling. Other times I use it out and about when I'm going somewhere, just so that if I see something that's interesting and I want to draw it, or if I pick up a sticker, or you just never know what you're going to find. I try not to spend money on them if I don't have to. I've worked really hard at trying to find things that we already had, which I think is kind of part of the fun too, because it's like a scavenger hunt and I can't find what I'm looking for. There. So it kind of makes it interesting in itself. I think on this one, I think I like the red one best. So I'm going to stick that red nutcracker down there. And I just realized that my other nutcracker is missing his hat. So we'll put a couple nuts under the tree over here. But again, this is something we had down you know, we had already. So I didn't go out and buy these specifically. But at the end of the season, I probably will pick up some more to have for next year. Just going to put a little bit of glue on the back of that real quick. Well, there it goes. So this goes on his hat, which was right there, which kind of helped cover up those crazy hair eyebrows. And so I only have the one piece left, so I'm just going to cut him out and then throw the packaging and stuff away. Just so that he's on my table, and if I see another place that he'll look great, then I'll stick him there. All right, well, right now that's it. I'm going to go on in and fill out this back side, which I'm sure you're not interested in seeing. But I will be back tomorrow with another short video. Thanks.